Okay, now we're going to add these two other fractions, the fraction 4/5 plus the fraction 6/7. Okay, so first of all, the first question that we ask is, do they have a common denominator? And the answer is no, they don't have a common denominator. So we can't add them just the way they're written. We must transform these fractions into fractions that have a common denominator. Okay, again, the way we're going to do that is the same way we've been doing it. We're going to find multiples of 5 and multiples of 7, right? Multiples of our denominators. And we're going to choose the least common multiple to both, okay? So multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, right? So this actually helps to know your multiplication table, to know the multiples of 5. And then we got to do the multiples of 7. So we got 7, we got 14, we got 21, we have 28, we have 35, etc. So I'm going to stop at 35 because I see that both 35 is a multiple of, 35 is both a multiple of 5 and a multiple of 7. So here is 35 and 35, right? Remember, what factor do I multiply 5 to get 35? Well, I got to multiply times 7. And what factor do I multiply 7 to get 35? I multiply that times 5. And those are going to be the factors that we're going to use to transform these fractions into fractions that have a denominator of 35. Okay? So let's do that. So let's write our new fractions. So the first fraction, the fraction 4/5, is going to become a fraction over 35, right? So we know that we multiply 5 times 7, which means we also have to multiply 4 times 7, and 4 times 7 is 28. Okay? So I'm just going to color that in just to show you. Okay, we multiply 5 times 7 to get 35, which means we also multiply 4 times 7 to get 35. That makes these fractions equivalent. Okay? Now let's work on the next fraction. The next fraction is also a fraction over 35, right? That's how we get our common denominators. They're both fractions over 35. And the factor we use to get 35 is, in this case, 5. We multiply 7 times 5 to get 35, which means we got to also multiply 6 times 5, and that's going to give us 30. Okay? Now we're in familiar territory. Now we're just adding two fractions that have the same denominator, and to do that, we simply add the numerators together. That's 28 plus 30, and that's going to give us 58. Okay? Take a look at this, rewind it again, watch it slow, try to guess each next step, try to understand it as much as you can, and if you have any questions, of course, let me know. Bye.